Hello everyone, and welcome to a short recap of my solo playtest, fourth or something, and already played a game against an opponent too. And this one has actually witnessed the first Russian win, 12 medals, which are the ones that are required, and they've also captured two objective medals, the bridge and this town hex in Polotsk, sorry. They capture the bridge and this hex. I always put the German ones on, showing that they're available for that side, so they are actually controlled by the Russians. This tank unit also drove off the map, but well, you cannot get more than 12 victory medals, so that didn't make a difference. Other than that, what was really remarkable in this particular game was that the Germans only received this unit as a reinforcement. The first couple of turns, the entry hex was blocked by Russian partisans, and they stayed on that hex simply to make it impossible for any further German units to arrive there. I guess thematically that even makes sense because, it just means that the railroad is sabotaged, perhaps also further on, so that the reinforcement can actually arrive. And later on, they simply didn't roll any stars. Once they did, and it was actually 2 stars, so they got a supported infantry, as you can see here. So that just about concludes the scenario. And I do believe there are certainly options for the Russians to win, just like in the first scenario. You first need to find out how to do it, and once you actually do, it's certainly possible. And the Germans had a bit of tough luck here as well with the reinforcement rolls, as I pointed out, and they also only got one Recon 1 card, which they never played, which they actually played and got them a medal. But the Russians actually waited. They still have one now, but at a certain moment they had 2 or 3. And of course, if you don't play them, well, then the opponent doesn't have them and can't play them either. So card play is very important too, because you can just not play them, which does give you fewer cards and fewer options. But you do know that even if the Germans play let's say their finest hour card, which the Russians actually played twice, then the Recon 1 cards won't come back into play, which is a real danger, of course. So I'll try this one a few more times and then I'll move on. But it's definitely winnable by both sides, and it's pretty close. It was 12-9, the final score. So a lot of fun. And the next scenario I'm going to be working on is the Battle of Daugavpils. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.